Hey, what's up? It's Achilles here on Indecisive's TCG, and we're playing blue yellow Nami. And while I'm playing blue yellow Nami, we have our resident and nail player. We would say yellow, but we already know it's. I'm gonna play in nail until he gets rotated out. Gears.
Hey, look, it's the deck that brought me in, okay? But hello.
For sure, for sure. I feel you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let go of red purple Luffy. You ain't gonna let go of it now.
Can't do it,
But
man. Can't do it.
let's go ahead and talk about this deck list. So this is a variant of the one that got second place in regionals. I did take out the starter deck 22 cards because we don't get those for a very long time. Um, we can start with the I would say necessary if you play in a Nami leader, and especially into this meta, the Nezuko. It bounces back a 5 cost to the opponent's hand, and that's a lot of those small bodies like the Zoros, the purple green, the Betty Bells. You get to bounce back their cards for only 2 Don.
Like their blockers are pretty much useless.
Blockers, anything you can name. It's very versatile. Really, really good card. The put in self explanatory. You already know you want to swing into them, let them get as many cards as they want in hand, and then just ruin their day.
Yep.
The Jozus, I think that's a card I decided to add because you do end up playing your 2 costs because Hiyori gets to rearrange your life, and I guess let me go over the leader real quick. Once per turn, you may activate this effect on your turn. Um, if a life leaves the area and you have 7 or less cards in hand, you get to draw a card. And then if you attach it down to her on the opponent's turn, you may discard a card, and this leader gains 2,000 for the rest of the turn. So just to go back with that, you play the Hiyori, a life leaves, you put a card back, and then you get to draw a card. So this lets you set up your Kikanojos, and you get to draw a card. So really good card to play. Another 2K that we would play out is Zeus. You do lose a life, but you get to draw a card. So you essentially drawing 2 cards, and you're KOing one of their 5 costs. And I think we play another 2K in here. No, I think those are the 2Ks. But Jozu's is great because you get to bounce one of their characters back and get your 2Ks back that you played.
Yes.
Um,
It's really good. I like it.
yeah, really good for this matchup. Cavendishes are great just to continuously draw cards, trash cards, and they're gonna try to get rid of them.
Most definitely.
You have
It's
your oh,
it's one of those cards that you don't want your opponent to get too much hand advantage.
dang, so you take it for sure. Same with the Nami, a great blocker, but you get to draw 3 cards and trash 2 cards, so you get to set them up. And it's not trashing, sorry, it's putting at the top or the bottom, so you can either set up your next draw or just throw those at the bottom.
Yep.
This card is actually really, really good because you get to bounce back. One, it has rush, and then you can trash a card. So we're already drawing a lot of cards. We get to trash a card to bounce one of their 4 costs back to their hand, and then also give your leader a rested Don, so your leader can get your leader effect and still play on curve.
Yeah, it's a 7K.
Yep. We are playing 2 law blockers, just something cheap to drop out, to drop down. Kids are really good cards. You get to burn a life and draw a card. Same with the Linlins. I went and split these just because if you're playing, I would say 7 Dawn turn, you kind of want to play this Linlin, and on 8 Dawn, you may want to play that Lin, just depending on where you are at. But we're only playing 2 and 2, and we're testing them out. I might drop this one and just add 2 more of the secret Luffy's.
Well, that Lin at least gives you a 7 Dawn play.
Oh, yeah. But that's why I say you want to attach a Don. So this is like more on the 8 Don. Because I would
Yeah,
rather
it's more, yeah.
play that Lin. Red rocks are definitely necessary. I think I may want to put the gravity tiger blade in.
I actually like Tiger Blade a lot, but right now I think Red Rock works. Just because we're in a meta where everyone wants to get their big monsters out. So Gum Gum kind of answers that.
Yeah, I would say, I guess because you're more afraid of those, because you do have these answers for those 5 costs. You have a couple of answers for those 5 cost decks that span the board with small monsters. You do have those answers. So this is the one answer, and it's always a 2K. So this is the great thing about this deck. Like they're literally pretty much no dead cards.
Yeah.
And we have this new event that we're playing on one of. It's you may rest 3 Dawn if both players have a total life card are 5 or less. KO one of your opponent's original cost of 5 or less. So for 4 Dawn, you get to take out a Sanji Pudding even if they pump him up to 7.
Yes. So it's a very good card to have.
Yeah. The only reason why I think he was running 1 is because you can only do this when there's a lot of life, or 5 or more life. And I think most decks are like taking life easily. There's some leaders that only have 3 life, so there'd be times where you won't be able to activate this main.
Yeah, and it's a good counter card. 3K is nothing to laugh about.
Oh, for sure, especially if your leader's a 7K.
Yeah, helps out a lot. It's essentially like somewhat of a Gum Gum, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, it is a Gum Gum, right? It is.
Oh yeah.
But when we say Gum Gum, everybody knows. So.
Yeah. So any final thoughts on this deck before we go into the gameplay?
I like it a lot. I like the Kikunojo is one of my favorite cards in the game that
Absolutely.
I love playing. So I love the fact that this is in there. So that's out of all the stuff in there, Kikunojo is really my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, and then this teach is just great for playing on curve and giving Nami Don.
Yeah. And you set up your play, so yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you get to see what cards you're gonna draw next. Or what cards you're gonna draw next because you have so many cards in hand. You get to just add that. But let's go ahead and just get into the gameplay.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna go into our first game, and it's against one of the meta tops. I think he's like 2nd place in OP11 Purple Green Luffy.
Yeah, this and UP, right?
Yeah. How are you feeling about like this matchup?
It's interesting because they ramp the Sanji Pudding, right? It's really good. So it's just like that card hurts. But I like the fact that you got the pudding, because that pudding is gonna, oh my god, that's gonna hurt him.
Absolutely, especially this deck, because it just everything it plays generally replaces itself.
Yes.
Yeah, deciding if I should take here, I go ahead and take. I do like my 2Ks because they pop most of his cards. And
something he searched right now. So yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. He gets the Sanji Pudding and we tell him. I was considering if I had a little bit more Don, I would love to bounce that back and then Pudding, but
yeah.
Just had to double check to see. I'm like, yeah, 8 cards. We're gonna.
Yeah. When your opponent has 8 cards, it's always good to play that Pudding. It feels right.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
That
Oh,
shocked me. That shocked me. I thought he would
because
take.
he's at a disadvantage. Probably what he drew wasn't great.
Yeah. Because now we see that he plays a Nami. I know he can still play a Sanji Pudding out if he has it.
But hey, you got the answers.
Yep. Definitely have the answers. I have the Gum Gum Red Hawk to KO it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have it. He has a lot of Dawn here. It's hard to say. I do have one of these big bodies that I'm not going to be playing, but then I still have to give another card on top of that. And I think I end up just doing that as well.
Yeah.
We give up one Zeus. I think I should have gave the Satori away, but we end up getting another Zeus.
Yeah. So you're fine. Ooh, I like that.
You like that? What do you think you would go here?
I would do Linlin, and then throw away the Kiko.
Yeah.
And then I will attack his Zoro.
Yep,
See, that's why I don't hate Kiko, because I'm like, at the end, the worst thing is you're gonna pitch it for something, and it feels fine. That's why I think it's a very versatile card because of stuff like that.
Well, especially in this deck, because you can go, and I think I ended up going face here.
Yeah, you're trying to, because you have the kid, so I also don't hate that either. You know.
Yeah. He does find his Sanji Pudding. But yeah, Kikunojo, especially in this deck, is a 2K. Like, you know, so it's even better.
Yeah.
So I'm just reading the card, and I can't use that Red Hawk now as like I can use it as a 2K, but I can't use it to kill anything because we're at 3 life.
Yeah, so that's why he only runs the 1, right? Because of stuff like that.
And I'm surprised he didn't swing again, like 7, but I knew he needed to keep 1 up for Gum Gum.
Yeah.
And I think the obvious play here is maybe 6 with a Nami. I didn't know if I should just play this now, because I was like, if I swing 6 and he just takes it, then, you know, then we don't get to use the kid effect. But I was like, he has way too many cards in hand, right?
Yeah, so he's gonna give you 1 regardless.
Yeah, and then we take that one out.
Yeah. I mean, worst thing, he takes it. You give all Dawn to Linlin, right?
Yeah.
I guess, right? Something like that, but
yeah, that is a possibility. So he didn't. I did end up getting the Luffy. I wish I got him a turn earlier. I guess I would have popped back to Zoro.
Yeah, that would have been good.
That would have been good play, but I do like the original play. And then having the Zoro for if he drops a chump blocker out this turn.
Yeah, and if anything, your Nico could also do it, right? What's her name?
Oh, Nico Kikunojo? Oh, no, it's Nezuko.
Nezuko, yeah, Nami's sister.
Yeah. They tinted her color wrong, because we all know she's a strong, strong black independent woman. Bam. I definitely remember playing this wrong in my head. Because I was thinking in my head, I just take this one instead of countering.
Yeah.
That way he does, like, that way he goes all in. Because if I counter this, he knows he can't win.
Yeah, that pudding really messed him up.
Yeah, big time. I wish that it would show you his hand before the pudding, just to know, like, just so you know. or if there was like a rematch thing, so you could like just go back and see like was that pudding, like how worth that pudding was.
Like if they had like a replay system where you can see both yours and your opponent's hand.
They do for ranked, and he goes crazily big into the kid, which I'm glad because I did have the counter, and into the Lin, and yeah, don't need to play the rush
Yeah,
here.
he knew. He knew.
Yep, he has the gum. We'll swing 7, get like a 2K out, and then 19. I thought about swinging 6 and then 18, but let's try to get this over with.
Yeah, there's just no way his hand size was too small.
Too small. Like maybe if he had one more Don, that would have reached. And yeah,
Yeah.
he was just way too short. All right, so now we're going into the Blackbeard matchup. I do like going second into Blackbeard's period. Taking away that 10 Don play, giving him like I feel like non-Don is always awkward for Teach.
Yeah, it slows him down dramatically because he always wants to get the 10 cost.
And that also allows us to play our Hiyori and draw a card.
There's just like decks out there you always just want to take certain turns away from them, and Teach is one of them.
Yeah, we got the Hiyori, we got to set up the Satori, and we have 2 Jozus. Most likely we're not going to be able to do Jozu's effect against the Blackbeard, so we'll go ahead and pitch him. He didn't turn off on plays again, but we don't have another card to set up with Hiyori. So I think here, especially because he's going low in Don, we just set up the Cavendish to just push our hand size advantage.
Yeah, because it's when attacking, if he doesn't have, was it Liberation or Black Hole?
Either or, because Liberation would really fuck us. That was a finger gun.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that's another one, yeah.
Yeah, that was a finger gun. Which is great for us because he used his whole turn.
Oh, he used a lot.
To get rid of him. And yeah, definitely swinging 2. We can get rid of. Keep that pressure on board. Again, he didn't press the on plays, and that's because he countered. I want to say because he countered so aggressively that he didn't want to lose.
His hand size is way too low.
That leader effect, but we're going to take advantage of that, get our 2K back. Swing 5. And again, order on this was probably bad. I probably should have swung 5-5.
Oh, yeah.
But he ended up taking it anyway. It would have been crazy for him to counter 5-5 with only 3 cards in hand.
He really is protecting his life way too hard. I think I would have taken 1 or 2.
Yeah. Very low, but hey, he's starting to draw some cards.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Cycling out. Playing the Liberation. And black holing at the perfect timing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not perfect. So it won't be able to Lin, but this is the amazing card we were talking about coming down on curve. We do have to trash a card, which is okay.
Yeah, you got more than enough.
Yeah, just Yeah, we'll do Lin Lin because our on play effect probably will never happen. And then he spent a lot to get that Burgess down just to get bounced back.
Yeah, and he's gonna want to get rid of your Snake Man, so it's gonna be a very bad turn for him. Because even
Yeah,
if he gives it all done, it's just it's like he wasted a turn.
100%. He did get to pop the Satori, which is a glad thing we swung with him.
Yeah.
And he's just in a bad spot.
He does not like it.
Yeah. And he plays down another Jesus. Putting two Jesuses down. I think. Yeah, I think he needed a blocker.
Yeah.
I could take this knowing that I'm going for game, but there was no reason to do that. On plays are blocked. I'm thinking way too hard, for sure. Because I think we just swing 7, get 2 cards out.
So, well, yeah, okay, yeah.
And then 9 is the guaranteed. I don't think I should have bounced him back because I gave him a counter.
But it really didn't matter. But yeah, you
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Yeah, I was just thinking like somehow if he did survive. And yeah, he didn't have any counter in hand.
He did not have anything.
It is definitely definitely a good matchup when you have that rush coming down.
So that's why you might up that Luffy up.
And then for our last match, it's the Kaido off meta. How do you feel about Kaido in OP11?
It's a fun deck. If they can get the Black Marias out there, that's a rough matchup after that. Especially if they get 2 out there. Oof.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. He does grab Onigashima with the search.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I decided to grab a card and just play that Kikanojo. I mean that Hiyori to put Satori into life.
Yes, the setup is nice.
It is. The only thing is, we haven't seen your favorite card.
No, I know. That's why I was like, ugh.
Yeah. We're gonna do a pudding. We already have one pudding. We don't need to be greedy. With him seeing me ditching a pudding, he must know I have a pudding.
Yeah. Just play it, might as well, because he knows.
Yeah, so we drop him down, and then we can swing 5 and 6. Hoping to just drop him down to 4. And that's just such a... that pudding in this deck is so good.
Yeah, it's kind of an oppressive card.
Yeah. This is very, very more oppressive than I thought it was going to be. The deck itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going into our 7 Dawn turn. We don't have anything to play here. Looking at how much Dawn he has, I think I would want to take a hit. Because I think the next 2 turns he may be doing leader effect.
Yeah, he should be starting to do it because he got the Onigashima out there.
Yeah. Swinging into our board. We're gonna go ahead and give him a 2K. He's not playing anybody. Oh, and then as soon as I say that, he plays a body that we can kind of pop. And I think that's what we go for. I'd rather draw this card than him burn it.
Oh yeah.
Which gives us enough to drop a 4-drop on him and still swing 6. I think I got greedy and just decided to swing 5s. I think the play was to swing 5 and 6 and then play the Cavendish just in case I need to do leader effect. Even though he only has 1 swing, so I think I'm fine. And a Hell's Judgment, which would have stopped me. So I guess that's not too bad because we did get 1 swing in, 1 extra swing he wasn't planning for.
Yeah, he wasn't planning for it. It was just the safety cushion of the Don being on your leader.
Yeah.
You know.
We don't have a full board, but I mean we got some bodies. He plays another Rosinante. He plays another Rosinante, and then I'm thinking about what is he gonna play for 6. I mean for 3. Which
Yep, that's the card.
The card he needed to start sniping lives. Now it does look really bad. Like we have a board for sure.
Yeah.
But not that much life at all. I play a Big Mom hoping he gives me a life actually. With him only having 4 cards in hand.
That's probably what he's thinking as well. Like he's like, oh, if I get my life, it doesn't matter. I can always take it away.
Yeah. That's what I thought, but he ends up taking his own life. We do have a couple of swings on board, and I could play the Nezuko out. If I play the Nezuko out, I don't have that cushion because he can burn a life and then swing into me. But then we also have a 1K blocker that we just drew into. With 2 cards in hand, I think instead of playing a Nezuko, yeah, we'll swing 6 and drop the blocker. I don't know if you agree with that.
No, it's a solid turn. Because either you can summon the Snake Man or the Kid next turn, and
yeah,
you should have it right there. It feels like you should have it right there, because his hand size is low, and he's gonna have to. He needs to play something for him to feel safe.
True. I mean, he can burn. He can burn, and he has 2 2 attacks. I do have a lot of cards in hand. A lot of 1Ks.
Yes, but hey, you have a blocker, so he needs to play knowing that you have a blocker.
Yeah. And I decided to let that go. I felt like I had enough swings on board. Just in case he had some, because there is like a rush. And he goes and swings the board again, but this time we'll just give it. Oh, we don't have a 2K. We'll give blocker, I think. But he does have a rush king he could be playing.
Oh,
And
well, yeah. I forgot. He had all purple decks play that now.
yep.
Such a good card.
He gets a Black Maria, and then he gets another Don from Katakuri. It is a good card, but we just drawing to win.
Well, yeah, that's it. There's
Yeah.
just no way.
We just get to send them. That's just, that card is so gross to me. Like,
Hey, they banned Kingdom
right?
Come.
And it's, and maybe because they didn't want Nami playing Kingdom Come and Red Rock, because that would have been crazy.
Oof, just imagine that. Wow, that's crazy.
Just doing the math. Yeah, we'll do the 7 swing. Seven, 9, and then we'll have like I could do 9, 6, but we just do 10.
Yeah, there's just no way. Because even if he had all 2Ks, you'll still win with the Nami.
Yeah, with the Nami swing. All right, so those were some crazy games. I didn't expect this Nami deck to be that oppressive. How'd you feel about him?
That pudding is so good that people are gonna start hating it again.
Oh, yeah, because people forgot about it for a while.
Yeah, so it's a forgotten card right now. But hey, when they start seeing it, oof, just one of those cards.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the Jozu. He kind of does what that starter deck 22. That starter deck. What is it? Odin.
Yeah,
does. Odin. Because he can. Where the heck is he? There he is. You may rest 3 Dawn, and then return one of your other characters to your hand. Set this card as active. So this one is ideally what you want to play in that slot.
Yes.
But the Jozu at least gets to bounce back your 2Ks. Because with this Odin, you kind of feel comfortable playing your 2Ks, your 1K, your Nezuko's down, and you can play Nezuko. Like, you can play it, bounce it back, and play it again.
Yeah, and it is activate on main, so it gets around the Blackbeard effect.
Absolutely. But I feel like this is a good placement. We did end up taking those 7-drop Linlins out and just playing more of this Luffy.
Yes. That Luffy card is so good.
Really good, beautiful looking card. And base rare is like, I want to say it's the best looking secret.
It might be like, I might like the base rare more than the AA on this one.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like they put a lot of detail for it on me, so like I really like it.
Yeah, and it's really good, especially if you stand it next to the. Isn't there like a Katakuri card that's kind of like where he's punching?
Yeah.
So it looks really sick in a binder in your deck.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those cards that I can see collectors just having because of the artwork is so good.
Yeah, but if you don't have this one, or if you want to play something for like 7 Don, this Anel is actually great as well.
Yeah, because it's similar in the way where you want to attack, you're being rush heavy, and if they try to get rid of it, you can always give a life away from it. So like if they try to like gun red rock you, you're like, oh, not today.
Yeah, it's very sticky.
And it helps against the black matchup. So that's also good.
Yeah, we didn't get to play the Gum Red Hawk, but I do see the value, and I really like having this card in there.
Yeah, like I think at 1 is perfect.
And especially with the amount that you draw with this deck.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, but overall, this is actually a lot funner than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't sleep on it. That's all I'm telling you. Don't sleep on it.
no, I mean it's second. It got a second in regional, so it's definitely not the deck to be slept on. But I want to definitely thank everybody who watched. If you were only here for a minute or a second, I appreciate it. We're gonna sign out. Peace.
All right.